So everybody in this page has asked for tips on building social media engagement. I just made a video to build some engagement on my personal page, and so I did bombshell on top and purple rain, which I kind of messed up over here, as you can see, on my bottom lip, and made a video of me going literally like this to show that it doesn't smudge, touch, and budge. But you guys can go check that out for yourselves. I just wanted to, I have just like a couple tips and tricks that have worked for me, and so I'm going to share them with you because I want you to feel successful and to be successful, and these are things that have worked for me. So the number one thing that you can do to build engagement on your social media page, be that in your shop, on your like page, on Instagram, or on your Facebook, like your personal page, is to show your personality. This is social media. People want to see you. They want to see what you're like, right? So don't be afraid to be authentic. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be like, well, this is what she's doing and it's working for her, so I'm going to do it too, but it's really awkward for me. No, be you. People will be attracted to you because you're you. Don't be afraid to ask questions of your followers. I have personally found that asking questions from my followers has been the biggest way to build engagement on my page. Specifically questions that work for me, because my target market is the mom with the young babies, are questions about motherhood. A lot of times I post questions about things that maybe I like kind of already know. Like for example, I posted a question about, hey, like I'm thinking about switching baby carriers when Rowan comes along, and I'm wondering, what do you like better, the Solly wrap or ring sling? And I think on that post I got like 49 comments. So what's happening is I made that post pretty sure during that time when everybody was commenting. I made my post public. And then from there, what happens is not only are my friends seeing that post, but their friends are seeing it too, because it's a public post. So it's showing up in their friends' news feeds too, that Sally Joe commented on Aimee Fite's post. And that's building engagement because people are coming over to my page. I learned that I wanted to do the Solly wrap, so that's what I ended up getting. But it was a phenomenal way to build engagement on my page, and it told the Facebook algorithm that all of those people who are commenting on my page want to see all of my stuff in their newsfeed. So I began to show up more consistently in their newsfeed, and because of that was able to build some more relationships with people, which was super awesome. You can ask questions really about anything. It doesn't have to be motherhood. It could literally be like, if you could go on your dream vacation, where would you go? And maybe you share a little bit about where you wanted to go. It can be like, what's your ultimate rock out song in the car? Like, it doesn't have to be anything, profound. I find that it's more valuable to ask for recommendations, and that my particular target market group likes to give advice on that kind of stuff. But it can really be about anything. Use selfies to sell. I've already made a video about why the selfie is so important, but really, it is easy content. Take a picture of yourself making a face, using, wearing Synergence products, whatever they are, Shadow Sense, Pearlizer, which I tried for the first time today and I'm like super loving. Lip Sense, maybe, our oops remover, because hey, girl's got a spot right there. Whatever it is, Blush Sense, bronzer, whatever. Take a picture of yourself wearing our products, and then use that selfie with some valuable text content. It could be like, for example, if I was to do it, I might make a picture of myself going like this, and then say that I've literally been trying to make this video for the last 30 minutes and my baby has not stopped nursing the entire time. And it's hard as a mom not to feel frustrated, because sometimes you just want to do what you want to do, but your children have other another plan in mind. And it can be hard to have to take a back seat to that and make you feel like, oh my gosh, like I just really, really, really want to make a 5-minute, 10-minute video. Thank goodness for my husband and thank goodness for pacifiers because mommy is totally worn out. So he's in the other room rocking baby right now. And remember that when you're posting, to post positive content. So even if you had a really bad day, make sure that what you are sharing, you can share that you had a bad day because that's how you're going to be authentic and that's how you're going to be real, right? But make sure that you make a positive spin on it. Remember that your audience are your potential clients and they are going to relate to people who seem like they've got it going on, right? There's a reason that you guys were drawn to me initially when you were like, hey, what's this girl posting about? She's a little crazy. Like, what's this all about, right? But there's a reason that you were drawn to me initially, and I'm hoping that it was because of my positive energy, that you could tell that I was super vibing on this lip scent stuff and that you wanted to be a part of that. Because like I'm sure you've heard a million times, but your vibe attracts your tribe. So because these are your potential clients that could turn into your potential distributors, you want to make sure that you're putting out there the potential people that you want to work with. Have you ever worked with somebody who's like a total Debbie Downer? Like, it's hard. It's hard to work with someone who every single thing they talk about is this negative Nancy, and you're just like, I feel like you are sucking the life right out of me. Like, oh my gosh, every time you talk, I just want to kind of die. Like, so remember that you want to be, even if you're having the worst day of your life, maybe you just don't even post about it. Maybe you just kind of go for a run or journal or drink a glass of wine, whatever your self-care thing is. But, even if it is the worst day of your life and you do decide to post about it, make sure that you make a positive spin. Or a great way, if you don't really have like a positive spin to put on it, is you can always say, can anybody else relate? Because if they can, they're like, oh my gosh, I totally relate to that. And even though it sucks or whatever you're going through sucks, those are the people that you're then generating engagement with because they're like, I relate to her. I get her. I know what that's like, and I would love to know more about this girl. Make sure that you're putting out positive vibes only, which is what I think I just said. Talk about what you're doing with Synergence. Don't be afraid to share about what you're doing with this company. Don't be afraid to share. It doesn't have to be these monumental things. Like, I've been watching a couple of the videos where it's like, these girls are winning cars and these girls are achieving cars and they're achieving these high ranks and they're getting these crazy paychecks. And I'm like, man, like I'm not there yet being the key word there, yet, because we will all get there. There is enough room for us all at the top in this business, which is the beauty of direct marketing. But I'm not there yet. I'm not able to show people that, yeah, I earned this free car. But what I can show people is that I'm able to stay home with my baby now, and I don't have to go back to work. And because of this business and because of this opportunity, I am able to stay home with my boys and to nurse my baby for like what feels like forever all day long. So don't be afraid to share those things. And I actually just watched a training video the other day, and it was really awesome because the girl said, you know what, you would be selfish. You are a selfish person if you don't share what this business is doing in your life, because somebody else out there needs this for that same reason that you do. Like, for example, for me to be able to stay home with my boys, that I am not looking for a daycare right now, that I am not, okay, my baby is a month old, I have 2 weeks left and then my maternity leave is up and I'm going to have to start pumping, and who's going to take care of my baby, and who's going to get to rock him to sleep during nap time, and How is this going to affect him developmentally and you know, all these things? That's not what I'm doing. I'm not looking at those things. I am able to stay home, and that is a major, major, incredible thing for me. Also, when you're posting, make sure that you are being specific to your target market. So try not to be like all over the place, and one day you're posting about Save the Animals, the next day you're posting about Synogens, and then the next day, you know, you're posting about Space Invaders. I don't know. I just literally pulled that out of the midair. But remember that you want to be posting native content. So just because, this is an example, but just because you love your pet bunny so much, and you want to post about your pet bunny all the time, if you're not getting any engagement on those posts, like at all, like a comment, besides like maybe your mom, nobody else cares about your pet bunny. So what you need to do is you need to go on your Facebook page and look and see what posts have I done that have gotten the most engagement. And maybe, you know, for me, I have been building my social media following for almost 3 years. So I didn't used to post a picture of my kid and I would get like, I think like 150 likes on it. That's not normal, okay? My initial thing was like 3-4 likes, right? But over time, I have worked to build the engagement of my following, and through that, I have learned what my followers want to see. And through building engagement on my page and posting things that my followers want to see, through that, I have then been able to build a following of people who are then trusting me, who know me, and are willing to buy products from me, which is huge because that's what we're in the business of doing, right? You want to make sure also that you're sticking with native content. It's kind of a marketing buzzword, but essentially what that means is you don't want to be posting things so off the wall that your following is like, oh my gosh, this girl, like, what is she all about? This is weirding me out. So posting pictures of your children, posting pictures of your fur babies, posting pictures of vacations, normal things that people post about on social media, you want to be posting those, okay? Don't like post, I don't know what off the wall things you would be doing, but in my last business, girl, there was like all kinds of stuff going on. So let's just, I just feel like I need to say it, okay? Don't be afraid of just text. I used to be really afraid of this because I heard like, okay, texting, like just a social media status of just text is not good. You always need to have a picture or a video or some kind of content. But I've learned over time that if I post just text during peak hours for me, which is 7 to 9 p.m., really 7 o'clock really is like my golden hour, and that's Pacific Standard Time. If I post like a quirky, funny text, usually it's like a ridiculous, well, it's not ridiculous because it's his little heart, but a silly prayer that Brixton has said, or just something that he has said because he's 2, I will get tons of engagement on that. And that's important, right? Because we want people to have that opportunity to see into our lives, to begin to know us, to like us, to trust us, so that they are willing to purchase product from us, okay? So don't be afraid of that. Like, even if it's just something fun or funny or a question or whatever, don't be afraid to just post text. And then finally, don't be afraid to give your followers some love. Even if that's just in your shop, you're thanking people for their orders, or you're giving people a shout out. Do you know, like, when you get recognition for something, even if it's something really small, like somebody says, hey, thanks for washing the dishes, or hey babe, thanks for that dinner. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel good when somebody takes the time to thank you, to recognize you, to appreciate you? So in that, I would just encourage you, don't be afraid to like love your followers back, to give back to them. I used to feel like I needed to like keep this boundary, and I couldn't be all in with these people, but I have changed my tune so much in the last year or so, and these are my people, And I want to make sure that I am letting them know just how much I appreciate them. I have no qualms about posting in my shop just how much I appreciate my clients, because my clients are the people that are helping me pay my bills. Those are the people that are helping me get rid of almost $100,000 of student loan debt paycheck by paycheck. Those are the people that are helping me put gas in my tank. And because of that, I want to make sure that I am letting them know that every single one of their purchases I appreciate, because I want them to feel appreciated, because they're more likely to continue to purchase from me. So don't be afraid to love your followers back. So I hope that these tips help. Even if you just imply one of them, like one a week as you go on, I know that you will begin to build so much more engagement with your people. I obviously could probably talk about this all day because social media is my jam, but I want you guys to know that whatever knowledge I have is, I told Ashley this, but it's not the secret sauce. Like, I'm not sitting here like, ooh, I know stuff that you don't know. Really, I want to share everything that I know with you so that you can be successful too. I'm not in this because I want to be better than you. No, I want us all to get to the top. I want us all to get Crown Princess, Sapphire Princess, whatever. I want us all to get the car. I want us all to go on these amazing trips, because that is true success to me, when we all win. This isn't like, oh, one person, I'm the leader of the team, so I get to do all these things and you guys need to watch me. I want you guys to be there with me. So whatever is in my brain up here, I want to make sure that I'm sharing it with you. So if you have any questions about anything, please, if you're like, hey, Aimee, you've been doing this, can you make a video about this? Because I want to know. Eventually, as our team grows, we're going to do some team trainings. And I actually want to know what you guys know too, because you guys have a wealth of knowledge that I want to tap into and learn about as well. So anyways, apply some of these tips to your social media page, and make sure that you send me some comments below and let me know how these tips have affected you over the next week, month, and 2 months as you're applying them. Thanks for watching me with my ridiculous lipstick. Love you. Bye.